Hi teachers, this really quick video is going to show you how to add either your Google My Map or your Google Earth project to your Google Classroom so you can create things ahead of time and then share them with students so that maybe you just want your students to walk through some of the different things that you've created instead of making their own. This is especially a great thing to use with younger students where it may not be appropriate to have them creating their own maps or projects in Google Earth. So pretty much I create that project. I've created a simple project in Google My Maps called Underground Railroad. I haven't actually added any points yet. And then I created another project in Google Earth called Places I've Been, and I added 3 different points and customized those points. So you can, in both of these apps, use the share button. And if you click on the share button, you will be able to get a unique share link for, so if I click share, I can change this to North Olmsted City Schools, and then I can select that students only have viewing access so they can't edit my map, and I can share it that way. You can do the same thing in Google Earth, or even better, you have the option to click add, and you can add from Google Drive, and you'll notice that those projects are here in Google Drive as well. So I can add both of those projects, and I have the option to allow students to view file, edit file, or I can even make a copy for each student, which is really awesome because then you can create a template for students and have them fill in the information for students. For Google My Maps, Google Earth has the same option. And so I've never tried to make a copy. That actually really excites me that it's now a feature that's available. But if you just add the view file, then students simply click on it. It will load in Google Earth. Waiting for it to load in Google Earth. And then you'll notice it opens the project right up and they simply click present, and it will fly them from place to place, and it will display any information that they have added here, and then they can tab through the different locations and go through the tour that way. Pretty sweet. The other thing that you can do or add to your assignments in Google Classroom is any of those things that you find in Voyager, which there's lots of phenomenal things. Some of my favorites, I really like the games that are now available. I love, love, love the layers. It is so cool to teach about glaciers and have students really be able to understand and see glaciers in a different way. So you can also share these directly with students as well. And so in order to share an already done Voyager expedition, you would simply click on that expedition, and then the link that you'd want to share with students would be the unique URL that is at the top. So this is Hurricane Dorian from above. So you'll notice if I copy and paste this link here, it will take a minute to load. But once it loads, it will load that exact activity. So I could take that URL and then also go ahead and post that URL right in my Google Classroom. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. We're going to add a link. I'm going to paste that link in there, click add link, and then if I scroll down, I let it load. It says it's going to Google Earth and it takes them right to that. The one thing that does disappoint me is it doesn't label the tour here, so I don't know exactly which one it is. So if I'm adding multiple tours to a classroom, I may want to put them in a document or something like that and actually label the hyperlinks so that students know what things they're going to be going to when they click on those links. So hopefully you have fun and you can figure out how to be creative with Google My Maps or Google Earth, because there are lots and lots of fun for both teachers and students and great ways to make maps so much more interactive than just being on a piece of paper.